Marisburg Power Podcast viewers. Thank you for joining us this morning. And today, we're talking compliance. And we have a lot of mistakes that we do as entrepreneurs, as business people in general, because of lack of compliance. And before we move forward, thank you to Home Studio for redecorating the theme to Christmas as we are looking at the festive season. And hopefully, Nani, you guys are looking at the festive season. Excuse my voice, I think I'm catching up on something. So, today we have Mr Bhengu from Ndlovu Consulting. There's a lot of entities that he is dealing with that he will explain to us in this industry and in this sector of compliance. What do we do? I'll let him introduce himself and then we move forward. Sawubona.
Sawubona, Sister Jenny.
Yeah, Pila. Please pick up your mic.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Mr Bhengu uba.
Mr Bhengu insizwa la eMgungundlovu, ngikhulele eMgungundlovu, ngizalwa intombi yaseMadlotsheni koNgomane khona nje ngiphuza la uMsunduzi.
Hawu. Niyabona ke abantu baseMarisburg ukuthi siphethe abantu leMarisburg. Abantu bomthetho on the business side of things. So do not go far. Musuye eThekwini for compliance while we have people right around the corner. Oh, okay. And futhi nabantu abayazi indawo as we discover Pietermaritzburg and surrounding areas. So he knows Pietermaritzburg and the district of Mgungundlovu like the back of his hand. Yeah. Okay. Where do we start? Let's start with Ndlovu Consulting. What do you guys do?
Well, Ndlovu Accounting, it's a small accounting business. We started the business in 2018, where I saw the need for the people to become entrepreneurs. And I ventured into a space whereby I wanted to meet all the clients that needed our services, because I have an accounting background. I also have the marketing background as well. So I have worked in many companies in the past, and so I've worked in big companies like Nampec. I've worked as a bookkeeper, and I've worked as a cost estimator, and I've worked as an account executive as well, where I was handling the big accounts to go as far as SAB.
Wow.
So I've been into those areas as well. Well, coming back from Johannesburg, when I was working in Johannesburg, and then I started to approach one of my friends, Mr Ndlovu, to be the partner of the business consulting business. Mainly was to assist companies to start from scratch, to register them, to get their accounting right, and then to prepare their tax, their basic tax work. So we specialize in small entrepreneurs, startups, and medium size as well. Yeah, so that is where we are, and then from 2013 things have been amazing. We have grown as well to look into further to introduce another venture within the very space whereby we are looking at growing companies from compliance then into strategy. We look at better services, you know. Compliance is something that you must do before you do something else.
Okay.
So you are being compelled to do it, yes.
Hence, Bhengu Strategic Management.
Yes.
So, so that's the part of the business that you brought in.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So, what in terms of compliance as a startup? I'm starting a business.
Yes.
Where do I start?
I think there's something that I would like us to actually go into first. You know,
Okay.
to become an entrepreneur, you must actually start within yourself. Because you've got to prepare yourself that you're going to be working hard. Okay, you're going to change your mindset. You've got to think like an entrepreneur. Okay? You've got to be passionate about it, and then you must make sure that you want to make it work.
Yeah.
And then later on, then you get into your compliance in terms of your company registrations, your compliance in relation to SARS as well, to make sure all your SARS matters are always in place, and the other industry-related registrations that you must be able you must do.
Of
so
course.
there's many of them as a
Yeah.
startup, but to begin with, you must actually find yourself that you behave one like as an entrepreneur,
Yes.
and then you want to do business, and then you must then be able to comply well as soon as you understand what it's all about in terms of becoming an entrepreneur. Yes.
Of course. Understand the core of the business and the core of the project that you want to start.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Niyazwa-ke osomabhizinisi abasafufusa abancane ukuthi where you start with yourself before you go anywhere. So understand yourself and your capabilities before you approach Babu Bhengu and moving forward. So now, Sengregistile, I've complied. For example, let's do I want to go into industry, into construction. What do I need?
What you need to go into construction, it is important, because I don't want to say something that people will think that is very, very it's easy. It's not easy. But you need to look at what are your capabilities, as you rightfully said so, that your capabilities, do you have any construction knowledge? Okay, that you want to actually do, that you're going to be able to implement within the construction sector. But they are, once your company has been fully registered, okay, we have helped you out as Institute of Accounting to register your compliance, and then you can actually register with what an industry related, which is CIDB. So you've got to register with CIDB.
What is
CIDB is the organization that actually allows people to develop them. CIDB is a registration industry for construction companies.
Oh, yes. Okay. Oh, all right. Yes, you can move on.
Yes, yeah. So once you have got to the registration, they are actually, I will not ask to speak on their behalf as well. However, you got to register with them as well, and then you can actually do work in construction. But the construction sector is very, very big as well. It is quite rewarding. It's very vast and quite rewarding. However, you need to know what you're doing there as well. But once you've got your company registered, and then you must go and register with CIDB.
Oh, okay. So, in terms of registration, your company from the start, how much are the fees? What are we talking about? How much are we talking about?
I normally try and answer that question, or rather put that question forward back to you on the last. Okay, because I think the most important thing is to understand what are the requirements. Because what happens is that when if you want to register a company, you must have 4 proposed names.
Okay.
The name that you want to call your company as. But I always advise people that if you want to have a company that will go far, you must have a company that say the company name must include what you're actually doing. Like for example, include accounting and business consulting. So it has those 2 things, you know. We try to move away on this thing of saying that you are a trading company. So your company won't go far if you're a trading company or you do projects.
You can't understand
what you're doing. Yes, you're not specific. So to answer your question is that we do your company registration, name reservation, and then we launch your company, and then we also help you with the tax PIN, and then we also help you with the affidavit that is required by government now, and then we also do your affidavit.
Affidavit?
Yes.
What is it for?
Affidavit is for a business owner to say that yes, I'm a black-owned company, or I have male in my companies, or I have female, and there are so many, and then I actually belong into this category.
Oh, okay. So now, do I do the affidavit at the police station and then bring it to you?
You can basically do an affidavit by yourself, but we as consultants, we can help you out with it.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, all right. Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah, carrying on, then we can also deal with your CSD registrations. Okay? CSD registration is the central database that the government uses to access all the companies in one spot.
Oh, the Department of Treasure, the Treasury Department.
The Treasury Department.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. So if we can do those 4 things for you, then we can actually charge a very, very minimum fee, which is for about 1,400 rand. But in the month of January as well, we are actually coming up with a nice promotion. You can actually register one company and then get one free. So we actually actually placing that just in January 2021.
Wow,
Yes.
fantastic. Niswin, buy one, get one free January special. Do not lose out. So let's get our companies in line with the regulations of the country. All right. So from there on, saying registered, saying deal. What now?
Once you know exactly the company is registered, okay? As I said, you now have to, people go in different areas, okay? As you ask about construction, okay? So you want to start construction. It's important that you visit all the sites, basically visit all the websites within the system, whereby you're actually looking for construction tenders, you know, to say the least. But mainly, I would like to advise people that you can do business with government, yes, but your core or your 80% should be a business that you do from a commercial space, meaning servicing. Like if you're a builder,
private sector,
the private sector, yes, get into that one. Have that one to be the majority of the tenders, so that your construction company will find its way out.
Because obviously there's a lot of delays when it comes to government. You need to be extremely patient with them.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of regulations in place nabo ke abawalandelayo ebenza ukuthi i-system yabo ibe a little bit slower than the private sector. Okay. All right. So that's the market. That's the market. Second to the market. Roughly, when we talk about investment return, as an entrepreneur, when should I expect an investment return?
Well,
or as a startup?
Well, as a startup, I think it is very much important to highlight this, is that if you get into business because you want a quick returns, in most cases the entrepreneurs out there, the people that we admire to have seen them before, is that you must not expect anything else less than 3 years. Okay? Some people have taken them 7 years. You know, I've been within the space from where I started, you know, with just one client from 2013. But then you'll only be able to make a very good mark probably after 5 years. Some people say 3 years, but I'll say more than 5 years, because it's a very, very long and it's a very, very slow space to be in. If you're looking for investment quite soon, then you shouldn't be in business, because business is a long term. Any investments, you know, people will speak of like overnight success. I think it is somehow overrated that people will make money quick like that, and then people get to be scammed by quick returns. People promising you 100% return within a month, and so you must know one thing, that business environment is not like that.
It's not like that.
It is totally not like that. So for investment, allow yourself a couple of number of years to be in business. Then eventually, then you reap the rewards.
Oh, okay. So it needs extreme patience.
It requires an extreme patience. Yes.
And also being passionate about what you do.
Exactly, my girl.
Yeah. Okay. Investment returns. Needs really Musanu kujaha. Quick bucks, they don't work. Please. Bantu bami, please, guys. Sizaqala ukuthi nehlise ngespeed lesi sokufuna imali quick. It doesn't work that way. Real world doesn't work that way. We're talking to an expert here who's shared his experience within the industry. So, Nani, whoever want to start up, want to start anything, must bear in mind those riddles. Okay. Now, Sibonge kakhulu for coming through. So, where do we get hold of you?
Yes, our offices, we are now on number 60 Boshoff Street, corner of Boom Street and Boshoff Street. We have been blessed with an opportunity to begin another venture of ours, whereby we are now having the businesslife.com. Businesslife.com is an internet cafe. So it's a very, very unique business environment, whereby you could register companies at the same time. You can get your checks, and then you can also get your strategic appointment as well, whereby you book your hours and everything like that. Yeah, so we are on number 60 Boshoff Street here.
Oh, those what do they call them? Workplace something.
We are trying to create something which is like a small business incubator in a way. Yes, it's all under one management, but it's 3 different entities in one.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So those are the programs that maybe they're in place for as part of your corporate social responsibility.
No, that is actually something different. However, there is an opportunity for that. What we're doing as a corporate social responsibility is that we take interns. We are actually very strong. We work with TVET College, whereby the interns, for them to complete their diplomas. So we take them into our space for about 18 months to give them the practical business skills and go as far as to say that entrepreneurs as well, if they are looking for people that they want, that I have groomed to become their business administrators as well. So I'm willing to actually to groom people, and then because I cannot be able to absorb all of them in the future, but there are opportunities as well. If you're looking for a business administrator that I've groomed, you're more than welcome to come and speak to me about it, and then can help you out. Okay, who's available, who has finished their training program from TVET College. Yes.
Oh wow! Okay. No, that's a fantastic program.
Thank you.
So this is the kind of business that we are looking for. People who give back, but then through our education system, so let it not just be TVET College, and then after TVET College I don't know what to do.
Yes.
But then let it be, after TVET College I want to do, I've started business admin.
Yes.
I can actually contact Mr Bhengu and find out if he has a space for me.
Yes, correct, yes.
Yeah. So all right. Do you have social media? Do you have?
Yes, we do have social media. We are also on Instagram. My son is also doing grade 11, and he has been responsible for that. And I also work with another good gentleman of mine from Sin Production. He's actually handling all of those. We are on social media. We are on Instagram as well. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, do you know your handles in terms of social media?
I'll be unfortunately I don't. I actually focus on the main business. Yes, and so I have the marketing agent that actually does all that for me. Yeah.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yes. So guys, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna on all our social media platforms, I'm gonna take them, and then I make sure that I get those contacts, and then take them and move forward, and then you can get yourself in whatever way in terms of compliance. Compliance is key to running your business. So besides accounting, in terms of business administration, do you also do e-constitution? If corporate, one of the corporates, yes, if they want e-constitution to be drawn up, can you assist in terms of that?
No, we don't do that. That I always advise my clients to go into a legal fraternity environment whereby they get an attorney to do that, those things, because they are legal experts that actually are specializing in that. So we do accounting, we do tax, we do company registrations, and then we do business advisory services in terms of your business plans, in terms of your business proposals, in terms of your pricing skills, in terms of your costings, things like those. So that's where we actually come into advise clients. So that's our extended services. Yeah.
Here's what I got.
Yes.
Thank you again so much for coming through. Thank you viewers for watching, and yes, it's going now. Thank you so much for joining us, and this is gonna be a wrap. We'll catch you guys next time. This is a wrap. Thank you, My Respect Power Podcast.
Thank you very much. Bye.
The one in the back.